This is Yusuf Q, also known as the BurgerMan, and today I want to talk about 100 people versus the one gorilla. Who would win? Who will win? Um, there's got to be some type of like, in my opinion, fairness. So if there's 100 people versus one gorilla, the 100 people cannot use knives. They cannot use any like spears. They cannot use any ninja stars. Anything that can poke the gorilla, they cannot use because we already outnumbered the gorilla. Right? There's 100 people versus this one silverback gorilla. Right? So I think the fair assessment for me to be the 100 people would fight the gorilla straight hands and feet. So they can use their hands, they can use their elbows, anything with their body. Right? That's the only way they can make this kind of like not illegal. Like the only way that's like, you know what I mean? Because the gorilla is going to fight with his hands and feet. That is all. He's gonna use that. You know what I mean? The gorilla's about 400 pounds, probably more. A strength of like probably 30 men at his when he's at rage. Um, if you don't know anything about gorillas, they can actually kill you like for a slap or like what I mean, like they could spaz out and just rip you apart. Like literally, if they wanted to, they can just break your arm and just. Anyway, with the 100 people, I'm going with who will win. I'm going with the gorilla. That's gonna win against the 100 people. Only reason why is like these 100 people gotta be from like random people because it's like you're not gonna have the chance to pick the best men of the 100 people. All of a sudden, a gorilla it's outside, and whether we're in America it doesn't matter, but you're not gonna get the most best people who are in shape. You're gonna get like regular people who are just probably don't work out. They're probably obese. Um, you know, Regular working Americans, 9 to 5s, would probably maybe some of them, at least 20 of them do work out, and then, like the rest of them just don't. Now, the thing is, the reason I'm going for the gorilla is because there's human beings that get scared of other human beings. I've seen one guy back down 5 people, and that's a man. You know, so if one man could back down 5 people, that's ridiculous. You understand what I'm telling you? That is totally ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Something happened right there where fear just came to over. And that's a regular dude. The guy didn't have a gun or nothing. It's just about that life. So that one man is not even strong enough or as fast or strong enough to even be compared to the gorilla. Like the gorilla could run 20 miles per hour at its full speed. Um, Probably 10,000 pounds of pressure per slap. I'm just throwing numbers out. I don't really know, but I'm just saying it's just very, very like Trump, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to mess with that. Um, so if human beings are scared of other human beings, what do you think about 100 people versus a gorilla? these people are gonna shit on themselves. First off, we gotta be in like an octagon type of situation. I don't care if it's 100 Mike Tysons in this motherfucker. I don't care. It could be regular people or Mike Tyson's. They in the similar boat. So it plays out like this for me. They gotta be in the octagon, type of situation. You can't use no weapons, okay? So all you got is you and these other 100 dudes. So what's the plan? The first 20 of them get, our casualties to war because you guys decided to rush it, and he just go in there and realize, oh, it's on. The gorilla is gonna be like, all right, so I'm gonna start rallying out on most of y'all. I'm saying this. When the first 20 people go to fight the gorilla, they're dead. They're not living. And if they are living, they're gonna die from whatever the gorilla did to them. Whether the gorilla bit them, slapped them, broke their legs, pounded them out, they're gonna be dead very soon. Now, the other 80 people are gonna get scared and say, nah, fuck that, we're not fighting that. People say the 100 people are gonna win. But if you're just seeing your man just ripped apart in half, basically, almost like, and he took out 20 people, the rest of y'all 80 people are gonna run. Fear is gonna start to set in, and you're gonna be like, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not fighting this. There's no fucking way. You feel me? Especially if you know somebody that's close to you, you see them in that situation, and you see like, damn, they just killed my man John. And you want me to continue? Nah, I'm walking away this shit. You know what I mean? You're not gonna risk your life over one gorilla. And it's not about being, to me, in my opinion, it's not about being like scared or anything like that. It's more like, bro, he killed 20 of y'all. So it's 80 left. So what are y'all guys gonna do? What's the next plan? Keep rushing it until hopefully it probably starts to get tired. If that's what some people say, it's gonna get tired and you're able to like square up with the guy. If you got only your hands and feet, you cannot use no weapons, and you're in this octagon type of thing like a UFC, you're done. The octagon gotta be big enough to fit 100 people and the gorilla. In my opinion, once the gorilla starts realizing, yo, I'm fighting for my life, you better fight for yours and pray that, if your dude, whatever punch you throw is gonna kill him. I don't see how the gorilla loses. You're getting average people. And even if you got 100 Mike Tysons, like, come on, like he's putting Mike Tyson in a fiend and killing him. 100 of Mike Tyson, he's just killing him. You're not gonna win that. You're not gonna win that. And regular people is even worse. Maybe Mike Tyson is, prime Mike Tyson, he was able to like throw more effective blows. But still, the gorilla still, I don't care who you are, the gorilla is gonna take out 20 Mike Tysons, and the gorilla is gonna take out 20 people. We're talking about the biggest fucking gorilla. The gorilla's probably 5'11", 400 pounds. And, once he picks one of y'all up and starts throwing you somewhere and like, you'll be like, you know what I mean? It's to the death type shit. I can't even talk about this shit. The gorilla is gonna say, fuck it, nigga. I'm here to just kill now. Like, it don't matter right now. These people don't have these animals don't have feelings when it comes to life or death. I'm not saying if you're like a person who studies gorillas and You give it a like train them and stuff like that. They probably have some feelings, but even that, like they go berserk. Once they go berserk, what are you gonna do if you don't got no stick or no nothing? You use straight hands is gonna do it. Who ever seen a chimpanzee rip this lady's face off on like 20 years ago? And it was like, I don't know how many chimpanzees did it. Could have been one, or could have been two, or could have been a multiple. I don't know. But the lady's face wasn't even there no more. She don't got no nose, she don't got no eyes, she was done. So I'm pretty sure she was around other people. Now, she wasn't by herself. And the rest of those other people watched her like get her face, ripped apart. That wasn't saying, yeah, we're gonna kill the fucking chimp. No, they let that shit happen, and like, well, they used it as a casualty of war. Should have been that close to the chimpanzee. I told you to, you know what I mean? I told you to go over there and start doing that. I mean, if we was in the zoo, right, and the zoo probably has 100 people in it, mixed with kids, adults, you know what I mean? And one of those motherfuckers just came out the zoo and started going ham on everybody. Everybody's running. There's nobody there gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna fight the gorilla and that's it. Nah, son, you're not doing that. 100 people versus one gorilla, the gorilla's gonna win. I say, like, people want to see people die, and they're like, nah, that's it. I don't even want to deal with that no more. Let's get in a cab and get out of here, go to Uber and get the fuck out of here. I mean, I don't even think, like, I don't know, son. Like, it's tough. Like, some people, I can understand the argument where 100 people just continuously pound and ground the gorilla, but you have to get close to it first. You have to get close enough to it first to really, you know what I mean, pound this guy out and the gorilla out. And if you're not physically in shape to have a shot, at least some type of shot, and I don't think even being physically in shape would be a chance, but like I say, I gave you like a smidget. That's a little more. The gorilla is gonna eat that shit. He fights other gorillas. You think what you gonna do? You're not even strong as the gorilla. What the gorilla do? The gorilla's gonna fold and say, nah, I'm good. Nah, that got it? No, bro. The gorilla is grabbing one of y'all, just round on you, round on the second person, round on the third person, fourth, sixth, seven, eight, nine, 10. Whoever's in the distance. The rest of y'all other people are gonna run for your lives and say, fuck the gorilla. You got it. You know what I mean? And that's how it is, to me, it will play out. Now, if we had sticks, like spears and like swords or things to poke the gorilla up, then that's a whole different story. The gorilla don't got no chance. No chance. The gorilla don't got no chance, because once you start poking one, everybody's poking and poking and poking. Straight hands, the gorilla is winning. Straight hands, I told you, straight hands and feet, the gorilla's gonna win. Straight up. I don't give a fuck who it is. But like I said, if the humans have weapons at their disposal, maybe a bat, golf club, spears and very sharp objects, and just everybody just goes in there and starts rattling the gorilla, the gorilla got no chance. But hands and feet, oh, nah. You're not even trying to get close to that. or just straight you just you trying to say what's up? You're not doing that. Before you decide to do that, he's gonna do some other shit. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I ain't trying to get close to that. And then the other nigga gonna try to hit him, and then what? And then if you do try to hit him a little bit, he's gonna be like, what's up? I ain't nothing. And y'all still gonna all y'all niggas gonna be scared. All y'all niggas gonna be scared, son. The toughest nigga from any project is gonna be scared to death. They're not used to fighting, you know, shit like that, bro. You're gonna come across shit like that. Like, oh, you could tell a nigga right now you're about to fight this gorilla. Like, what you mean? Niggas gonna tell you, no, I'm not fucking with that. Niggas gonna tell you, no, we're not fucking trying to fight a gorilla. There's no one who wants to do that. No one's gonna volunteer. Like, what we doing? Like, no one's volunteering. We're gonna fight the gorilla. Straight hands and feet? Nah. You got objects, you got poles, you got bats, swords, spears. Yeah, then the gorilla's done. There's a barbecue for that. There's a barbecue for that gorilla. You're gonna have the first barbecue gorilla ever if you have weapons. Without weapons, 100 people are dead. Even Mike Tyson. And they even know he's crazy. He plays with tigers and bears and shit like that. He's not fucking. He's not fucking up the gorilla. There's no fucking way he can do that. Don't you notice that a lot of when you go to these like places like a zoo or a circus, they all got this some type of stick. They're hitting this person. They're hitting the animal with. And it's not straight hands. It's not straight hands. It's fucking some type of hard bamboo stick. Bang, hitting them and telling them to stop. And sometimes that don't even work. When the gorilla's enraged or an animal's enraged, it's done. Like, you feel me? It's over. It's gonna start wailing the fuck out. But anyway, probably get my gums too much about this. There's people, or there's human beings who are scared of real people. Right? If one guy can back down 5 people, and he's not even a gorilla, how much fear is the gorilla gonna put in 100 people? I mean, if this was a pay-per-view, I would watch this. If this was a pay-per-view, I would definitely watch this. I got my money on the gorilla. Straight hands and feet, yeah. No, you can't tell me that you could use this. No. Because the gorilla is not using besides he's already outnumbered, right? So if he's already outnumbered, you all you gotta figure it out. You know how to you know what I mean? The only thing you could probably use is dirt. You know what I mean? If there's any dirt around, like, you know what I mean? But like, using spears and throwing arrows and shit like that, nah, straight hands. I want to see this done with straight hands. Straight hands. But yeah, that was my little dialogue about the gorilla and versus 100 people. I got the gorilla if it's straight hands, yes. And he's beating 100 Mike Tysons, yes. Straight hands, yes. God bless. I'm the BurgerMan.